Okay. All right. So, audio got really messed up on that last one. I don't know what happened. So, I'm going to just redo this whole live here. What's up, guys? Brandon Wetzler. Hope you're all doing okay. I just did a live, and apparently the audio was super terrible because, yeah, it did not sound good. So, I got to make sure this one's right here, because I can't have you guys listening to something that sounds so crazy. I mean, it was unbearable. So give me just a sec here. We'll make sure the audio's right. I mean, it was unbearable. So, okay, audio sounds good. Perfect. All right. So, anyways, I'm doing all right. Here I am again. I was saying I was in a car accident earlier in the week, and it was could have been worse. Could have been worse. It wasn't too bad. I like probably had about $5,000 worth in damage. It wasn't my fault. My insurance is probably going to cover it. Also, I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, it was a crazy situation. Some guy was driving through a construction zone, and he decided that he wanted to bypass the line of cars by going through the construction zone on the right, because the construction zone narrowed down the lane I was to one lane going the direction I was going. But he wanted to, so it was a line of cars. He wanted to bypass them all, going through the construction zone, and he did. And then he tried to get back in. He clipped me, of course. So not my fault. And I didn't get too stressed out or frustrated by it. And wasn't because I wasn't upset. I was upset, but I was able to, after I made sure I was okay, I made sure he was okay, and after I was like, what the hell just happened, man? Like, what'd you do? I realized this guy's just like, he's not a good driver. He wasn't necessarily intentionally trying to harm me. He just was not a good driver, not a very aware. So whatever, is what it is. But yeah, it wasn't some, no, he wasn't like angry or blaming me necessarily. He said he'd never been in an accident before too. So anyways, I just got to a place where I was like, well, whatever. I mean, being more upset's not going to help me here. And me asking him, like, to stip with that, would be like, why'd you do that? What are you thinking? Why? And like, well, that wasn't going to get me anywhere. I wasn't going to learn anything new. So I didn't. I just was like, all right, well, glad you're okay. Let's exchange paperwork. And it really, I gave me the ability to think clearly about the situation. So I ended up taking pictures and video of the whole thing, the whole scene, and for my insurance, so I could clearly show them what happened and where I was, what I was doing, and how it wasn't my fault, right? So that I just don't want to have to pay for the damages or whatever. And so hopefully, I think that's what's going to happen. And I drove the car straight to body shop because fortunately it was drivable still. And like right after then, rental car company came and picked me up, and I got a sweet rental. Nice 2022 Challenger. Just sweet car to drive. Let me tell you. So, anyways, that was my week. It ended up going okay. It wasn't terrible, but it did throw me off a little bit. Um, and but it did do that. It did trigger a certain thought process for me, because it's analogous to divorce in a way, and that's why it triggered this thinking for me. But um, a car accident's one singular thing that happens, but divorce is like you know it's a process. You have stuff continually happening to you, that makes you upset, angers you, maybe traumatizes you. Um, and it's doesn't end right away. It's not like an accident. Boom, it's done. Now deal with it. No, it keeps happening. Stuff keeps coming up, and it can continually and endlessly piss you off, right? Because a lot of times things aren't going the way we would like them to go, right? So that's what makes it harder to get to a better place. And because we're, ending marriage, which sometimes we were in for years or tens of years, and uh, it just doesn't, you just, you can't always just move on like that and feel like in a better place. So, but I think, one thing that we tend to do is we tend to stay angry because we're kind of like replaying the past again and again. And if we're not, then we're talking to, maybe we're bringing it up with our ex or other people, if we're not just replaying it in our own heads. And a lot of times we're, coming from our own narrative, where you know we're litigating the past and proving how we were righteous in our behavior and in our thinking and everything that happened. We did all these things right, and we're gonna litigate it all and prove it to ourselves, to everyone else. And problem is that every time we do that, we're triggering our own frustration and anger about that situation. We're not necessarily learning from it. Okay, we're actually just trying to prove something, trying to prove our past, ourselves from our past, that we were right, and it's not our fault. And I get wanting to do that. There's a time for that, and I understand that. But a lot of times, after divorce, we're stuck in that place for a long time. We don't know how to stop being angry. We don't know how to stop litigating the past, or to move on from the injuries that were given to us from our ex, the emotional ones, the psychological ones, because we end up asking ourselves, like, well, how could she do that? I don't understand how someone could do that. But that's litigating the past. It already happened. She did do it. Why? I don't know. I don't always know. You might know why. You might have an idea of why. Right? Everyone's situation's different. But the more important question is, okay, what was my part in it, and what can I learn from that, though? Right? How can I grow from that? Yeah. How could she do it? I don't know how she could do it. She's got her own issues. That's her deal, right? So you might get some closure on that if you're fortunate. You might not. But that's not the question to stay focused on. Litigating the past is not something to stay focused on if you want to be happy now, right? And isn't that the goal? Is like, how can I be happy? How can I move on with my life and be happy now? And I don't mean happy in the sense of like the, subjective feeling of happiness that goes in and out throughout a day or a week and only lasts for a little bit. But I mean more like, joy, deep joy, um, meaning, and fulfillment in life, that kind of happiness. And while you're still arguing in trial about the past and wondering how she could do this, you're just focused on your own anger and that, you did all this stuff right and there's no possible explanation for her. So maybe not, but no one cares now, though. That's the thing. And it keeps you from being happy. And, anything like that, it keeps you from growing and being happy, isn't good for your kids. No, kids aren't. No, they're not getting you. You're emotionally unavailable because you're just too focused on your own, like past litigation with your ex, and right, and they're not learning how to be happy as a person. Kids are not learning that. If you're stuck, they're not going to learn from you. They're just going to learn, oh, okay, I guess we just endlessly loop around on a bad thing that happened because we don't know what else to do, right? And maybe someone will come and take care of it if we bitch about it enough. No. So, but that's not good. That doesn't teach them anything. It's not good for, friends you have, your family. Doesn't help anybody when you're in that level of unhappiness, when you're stuck in the past like that, trying to prove your own righteous thinking and behavior all the time. Okay. So if you're struggling with that, reach out to me. All right. And just want to help you. Want to help you with that. I actually have a coaching program, that I developed specifically for divorced fathers and how to be happy again, right? How to be happy alone after divorce. And, how to let go of some of the stuff and move forward. I have a background as a therapist, marriage and family therapist, so I bring a lot of that into my coaching too. So reach out to me, and I just want you guys to be happy and not be stuck in the past, not be stuck trying to focus on being right all the time. Okay. All right, and let's see if there's any other comments or questions. I don't see any. So that's all right. We will move forward. Probably end it there. Hopefully the audio is good. It sounds good in here, so I'm hoping it is good. And there's a spider on my wall. Oh, is there really? Oh man. Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see where it's at. The is it over here or this side by the painting? I'll look. I don't see anything. Hopefully, he's just a little daddy long legs or something. By the mirror, it went past. Okay. Well, nah, that thing's huge. It went past, really. I don't have a mirror though. Oh, over here. Oh, this thing over here. Maybe that's what you mean. Well, I don't see it now. I'll search for him when we're done here. Thanks though, man. Thanks for looking out for me. Um. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you. I'll look for him when we're done here. Adam, did you have like a question or a comment or anything, man? You want me to talk about? For reals? Over here? Man, I'm not seeing it. Next to the lamp? Nah, man, you got me on a wild goose chase, don't you? I don't see nothing. I don't see anything though. It was on my phone screen. I'm tripping. Oh, bro, you are tripping, man. Okay. Thank you. I won't worry. All right. Did you have a? Do you have like a question or something you want me to talk about related to? Uh, trying not to be right all the time, taking away from your happiness, or anything about related to uh, you. Are you a divorced dad? Where do I want to be in 10 years? um, Here, live on Earth. Um, Hopefully, I don't. I don't know if I can think that far ahead. Things change a lot, so it depends. Hopefully, my kids are adults and they've got jobs and can take care of themselves, and they're doing good. Um, Probably that's the biggest thing I want for them to be okay. Them to be happy. What about you, Adam? Where do you want to be in 10 years? You don't know. All right, it's all right. Hey, do you have a video? You want to come on the live stream with me? No. You're welcome. All right. I think Adam's done talking. See you later. I wish you well in the future. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. You too. Thank you for coming on. And like I said, man, if you have any questions or a topic you want me to talk about related to divorced fathers, I'd be happy to talk about it, answer your question. But thanks for coming on, man. Wish you well. Hopefully, whatever was on your screen is you got that taken care of, man. All right. Well, we will end it there with Adam. Take care, y'all. I'm gonna put in my website, BrandonWetzler.com. Put that in the comments there. You can check that out in my program I developed for divorced dads trying to be happy again after divorce and grow and learn to be better men and fathers. Okay. So that's my website there in the comments. And I'll be back next Friday with live stream, answering questions, and all that. But until then, take care. Have a good weekend. Love you all. Be good to yourselves. All right. See ya.